Better than expected. That was my first thought that came into my head when I tried out the Levenhuk Karma Pro 12x50 binoculars. I purposely picked quite an overcast day, so with the smaller exit pupil of what, 4.16, these are non-ED glass, they're not face corrected prisms, they're just standard BAK4 silver coated prisms, fully multi-coated optics, and the image was much brighter, sharper, wider, lovely contrast. I wasn't expecting them to be this good. Okay, not all binoculars are perfect, and I will mention that, but yeah, definitely I was very impressed. And the field of view is quoted as 101 meters at 1,000, which is maybe a bit behind the sort of 10x50, 8x42, but because of the generous apparent field of view, you don't seem to be looking through a small aperture. Very comfortable field of view, and I found myself looking at something for a good 20-30 seconds without a break, taking them away from the eyes, and I could detect like no double vision. My eyes were not sort of trying to get back into line, so very well collimated. So to repeat, they're not ED glass, and so with higher contrast subjects, yes, you will notice some purple and green, red colour fringing or chromatic aberration, but again, only on high contrast subjects. Away from that, if you're not looking at heavily backlit subjects, you'll notice virtually no chromatic aberration whatsoever. Close focus on these is around about 3 meters quoted, and I tested that, and I think that's around about correct. One thing I liked about these in particular is that shallow depth of field. So yes, you will need to use the focuser quite a bit, which is very smooth to use, by the way, but because of that shallow depth of field, looking at something mid-distance away, the way it throws the background out of focus, and despite it being the objective lenses so close together, you still do get a very nice three-dimensional effect, the way that it throws that background out of focus. And so get used to using the focuser quite a bit. You will need to with that shallow depth of field, but you will get some absolutely lovely results. And I bet this is a very nice set for attaching a smartphone. And also with these being a 12x50, so you got that smaller exit pupil of just over 4.16 millimeters. Testing these, looking into the shadows of the foliage in the trees, very impressive. You can pick out a lot of detail. So these are very capable low light binoculars, maybe not up to the standards of the 8x56 or 10x56 binoculars, but very capable, and I'd imagine these will be pretty good for astronomy as well. Just something to notice, it's not a fault, it's just how 12x50 or 10x50 binoculars are designed. As you can see, there isn't much of a gap between the two lenses, and so the IPD distance will be around about 63 to 65 millimeters at its closest, so be aware of that. Eye relief is quoted as 14 millimeters, and so with them fully out like that and not wearing spectacles, then I found them set really nicely, and I could get full field of view. With them twisted in, I put my spectacles on and I could almost get the full field of view, so be aware that you may need to remove your glasses and lift them up to get the full field of view with these. I appreciate that everybody's spectacles are different, so by all means try a set first. Something I have noticed with these, and I think the saying "the blind leading the blind" springs to mind. For whatever reason, Levenhuk have got these as, I think, over a kilogram, 1,000 grams on their website, and so a lot of other dealers have copied that, or they've gone 1.1, 1.3 kilograms. I've no idea where they're getting that from. On my sort of accurate kitchen scales, I measured these at just over 800 grams, which is par for the course for a set of 50mm binoculars, and I found these very easy to balance in the hands if you're using for long periods. And so these come with a standard nylon case, unpadded neck strap, which helps keep the cost down, I guess, and lens covers at either side. Diopter adjustment, yeah, moves quite freely there, but not too freely that it will fall easily, knock out of place. But yeah, that's a quick look at the Levenhuk Karma Pro 12x50 binoculars. Certainly better than expected, a brighter image than I was expecting through these. And so if you're okay handling binoculars that weigh just over 800 grams, not 1.3 kilograms as one or two dealers have mentioned, then yeah, ideal for looking at mid to long distance targets with these. So thank you very much for watching. As always, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up. It does help us stay well up in the YouTube rankings. Available to purchase in the link in the description below, but hey, why would you want to buy from anyone else anyway? So thank you very much again, and I'll see you next time.